up that road over there. Hide behind those trees.
Okay.
Here's the camera.
That's the drop?
Behind that barbecue in 20 minutes.
I'll take care of it.
$50,000 for those lousy punks. Mac, I'm counting on you now. You've got to get something on those guys.
Well, my partner and I will make the drop for you. I wonder what's killing him. Do whatever we can. But extortion is the hardest crime in the world to prove.
Yeah, I know. I can't believe they called me up and given me 2 hours to raise $50,000 or they'll blow up my car in the driveway. Did you see it out there?
Oh, yeah. Beautiful car, yeah. Lincoln KB, about 1930,
Close. 32, 12 cylinders. You don't see cars like that anymore. Not with that body.
No.
Good morning. Peterson T. Ryan to see C.C. Owens.
Yeah. Oh, good. Tell him we'll meet him out in front then. Right. You all set now? Here you go.
Good. Pete, my friend, C.C. Owens, my partner, Pete Ryan.
How do you do, Mr. Owens?
C.C. and I met a couple of years ago on a case. Where you been?
I had to pick up Malcolm. Oh, that's pretty.
Malcolm?
Yeah. $50,000, though. Yeah. Buy a custom-made Ferrari for that.
Yeah, well, I guess you have to have a passion for old cars. I didn't get into the hobby myself until about a year ago. I was too busy.
How's that?
Well, I opened up 78 new franchises last year alone.
Well, I've always enjoyed your seafood safari restaurants, Mr. Owens.
Oh, thank you.
Especially the fried clams.
Oh, thank you very much. It's not clams, though.
What do you mean?
Well, it's squid chopped up. Chopped up squid.
Good morning. Oh, hey, hello. Yes, I'm just bird watching. You know, hey, this is your land, I'll split.
Hey,
okay?
Who's the gentleman that dropped you off?
Him? He's the chief bird watcher. He drives us around to all the locations.
Hey, listen to this, Jay. McBride Ryan Agency, private investigations. Any other cops in on this?
No.
Real cops?
No cops. I swear. Listen, you told Owens, no police. So you just got us. Huh? The money's on its way. If you want, you can even take the camera. No hard feelings, all right?
This, McBride. This isn't an ex-cop, is he? Frank McBride?
Yeah. Why?
You think he's telling the truth about the cops?
This turkey? He's dead if he isn't.
I swear, no cops.
All right, let's get him in the car. You tie him, gag him. I'll get the rifle.
A rifle?
Oh, hey, fellas.
Where's Malcolm?
Got him staked out up on that road behind those trees.
Oh, I'm putting this homing device in the bag here so the police can track those bums.
The police?
Yeah. Griffith will be around here somewhere.
Lieutenant Griffith?
Yeah.
And the police here? What are you talking about? Why'd you tell me that on the telephone when I talked to you?
Look, I called you. There was no answer. Come on, let's go. That's him. That's McBride.
Hey, man, we don't use guns. What are you trying to pull?
Get a car down here. Get a car down here, come on! Give us a hand here. Hey, take it easy. What happened? We were all set to follow.
Problem of communication.
They said no cops.
Jack Lear.
I'm sorry I didn't put a bullet right through your heart, McBride.
Get him out of here.
What was that all about?
I put his father in jail 10 years ago. He'd met a lot of enemies, and after a couple of weeks, one of them stabbed him to death.
Bob, how about this one? Woman with the world's largest doll collection.
That doesn't appeal to me. I thought maybe just a quick little job local. Like your father before you kids were born. He found a millionaire who was a fanatic about, guess what? Caruso records. So he just broke one of them, and the guy gives him $20,000. Grumpy old skinflint, serves him right. Who needs all the Caruso records in the world?
Yeah, what's up, Joy?
Joey, what's wrong? Where's Jack?
He got caught, Mrs. Lear. The cops.
For what?
They got him for attempted murder, Mrs. Lear.
Murder? We don't work like that.
Except for these private detectives. Jack was crazy to kill one of them.
What detectives? Peterson T. Ryan and Frank McBride.
Frank McBride? Mom, he's the one.
McBride. Don't believe it.
Check with intensive care desk, please. Dr. Remick.
How is he?
He's pretty doped up for the pain. We'll have a better idea in the morning about any possible concussions.
He is going to be all right, though.
Yeah, sure.
You know, that was like a Chinese fire drill out there today. I hope that doesn't happen again.
Dr. Henry, call the operator, please.
Well, what do you expect? You get Malcolm out there taking pictures, risking his life. You know, there are simple police procedures to a situation like this.
I am not a cop.
You can say that again.
Never was. Never wanted to be. When my little friends told me that they wanted to grow up and be policemen, I took my ball and went home. Understand?
I
was
understand.
doing the best I could out there, Mac. I put Malcolm in that position.
Pete, you had no business putting him in that position. You can...
Mr. Ryan. Mr. McBride.
What?
What is it?
Well, look, I know that we're all upset about Malcolm's injuries and all, but I think that you two are overreacting.
We are not over.
Right?
Mrs. Lear.
It is you, isn't it? A little more aged than you were in court. A little more hateful. This must be your partner, Peterson T. Ryan. Look, McBride, 10 years ago, my husband. Today, my eldest son. Enough, you hear? Enough!
Mrs. Lear, it isn't as if I was breaking up the Bobbsey twins. You know this family? Famous. Anything precious or valuable to anybody rich, they move in, you know. Like Owens with the old cars. They've gotten rich from extortion.
Rich? Do you think I care about riches? Do you think I care about anything that I own? Family is important. Things are nothing. Let those go, Nate. Pearls, we'll leave them for the swine.
I'm going to stop your terrorizing.
Don't you threaten me. I'm an Aries. You hear that, an Aries? And I get what I want. I want you. I'm Dolores Lear. Your office told me you'd be here.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, I've been here every day since last week. Beautiful car, huh? Yeah, this car all my life. Tomorrow I get a chance to buy it.
How much will you have to pay for it, Mr. Owens?
Oh, 150,000, I guess.
Well, that seems fair, since it's a 1932 Maybach Zeppelin.
You know the car?
Of course.
Oh, they only made 20 of these.
12 cylinders, double spare tire, fantastic vehicle. When you buy this, how many cars will you have?
Well, let's see, this will make number 12. I've only just started, really, but the others they can't match this one.
No, I'm sure the craftsmanship in this is much better than most of your restaurants.
Well, you're very direct, madam. But I appreciate people who worship old cars. Nice meeting you.
Mr. Owens. What I worship is revenge.
Revenge?
Yes. And I want total cooperation from you for a particular venture I have in mind. And if I don't get it, I'll blow up every car in your collection. Now, is that direct enough for you?
Madam, if you're threatening me, you have just met a man who has fought his way through every obstacle in the world. Hey, you want to get away from the car there, pal?
Oh! Sorry about that, Owen.
The thing's falling apart. You got a busted headlight here, too. Probably get that fixed somewhere. I don't know.
That's very funny.
Owens, you're going to buy that car tomorrow, and you're going to follow the instructions I lay out for you. And if you don't, you can say goodbye to the 12 cars and the Zeppelin.
Now, wait just a minute. What do you want? Money from me?
No. I want you to betray a friend, Mr. McBride.
McBride?
It's going to take a lot of cash from you and a lot of lying. But then, that's how you made your millions, isn't it?
Go with you, CC. Thanks for the invitation. Bye. Here's my telephone log for today.
You don't have to type everything for me, Mr. McBride, really.
I've been at that machine with 2 fingers for so many years, I'll never get used to having a secretary. Come on, I'll walk you to your car.
Okay, I'll file it tomorrow.
I'm going to that antique car auction in the morning. Pete will probably be on the beach somewhere. Maybe you'd like to go with me.
Oh, well, I'm not really into old cars. Well, no, listen, but, well, they have young millionaires. Well, I'll go.
All right. Sure, Maggie. I'll pick you up early in the morning.
Thanks, Mr. McBride.
Good night.
Good night.
Sleep well.
You too.
Yeah. I have $10,000. Do I hear 15,000? Ladies and gentlemen, I have $15,000. Do I hear $20,000? Do I hear 20? I have $20,000. Do I hear 25,000? 25? I have $25,000. Now how about 30,000? Do I have 30,000? I have 30,000. Now how about 35,000? 35,000? 35,000. Ladies and gentlemen, this exquisite automobile for 35,000. How about 32,000? 32,000? Sold to Mr. Kiyoshi Kamu for 30,000. Congratulations, sir. Step right up here, please.
What was that all about? Well, you bid the thing way up and then you dropped out. Are you losing heart?
Trying to get the Korean to spend all his money now so that he won't have any left when that one comes up.
You know what I'm going to collect someday? Cymbidiums. You know those little orchids? I'm going to have millions of them.
Well, Maggie, I hate to be the one to knock orchids, but you know what happens to them when they get old? They have little ones, right?
Over the years?
Well, they're not going to make any more Maybach Zeppelins. That's it. Now, they should live on forever, just like a Mona Lisa. And anything is worth guaranteeing that. Anything.
Now we come to this utterly unique 1932 Maybach. The Zeppelin, they call it. The ownership record in itself is a document of considerable value. Now, as you can see, the signatures here of Prince Albert, the silent movie star, Vince Nigel, Evita Peron, and many others. Peter, will you start it up, please?
Frankly, I think the idea of spending millions of dollars on a piece of machinery is a crime, you know, when you think of all the things people need.
Maggie, hold it down, will you? You listen to that. Still sounds sweet as honey.
You can turn it off now, Peter. Thank you. Looking at this symbol of another era, of another set of values, I would say that it should not be entrusted into the hands of any owner who will not show his responsibility by opening the bidding at $100,000.
Here, here.
Do I hear 110,000? I have 110. Do I hear 120? I'm looking for 120,000.
I have 120. Do I hear 130? How much? 140 from Mr. Kimu. Do I have 150? I have 150. Do I hear 160,000?
$200,000.
I have $200,000 from Mr. C.C. Owens. Going once? Going twice? Sold.
Hey, Mac. Mac. They have another car coming up later on. I think I'll stick around. Maybe I can grab it for a song.
Okay. CC, your songs are my operas.
Listen, Mac, I want you to do me a favor. I obviously can't drive two cars at the same time, so would you drive this one back to Pasadena for me?
This car?
Yeah.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Hey. Listen.
No.
Now, Maggie could drive your car back to the office, right?
Right.
Oh, no.
No, I can't. No. Mac, look, listen, I would feel a lot better with a detective looking out for you know?
What dream, no.
Full day's fee.
He'll take it.
There you go, you're on. Huh?
Okay?
Yeah.
Well, what happens if I dent a fender here? It cost me $20,000?
Don't even think about things like that. Just enjoy the trip, and I'll be home in an hour or two. We'll have supper at home, okay?
Right.
Okay.
Hear that? Well.
You look great in it, Mr. McBride. I have to admit it.
Mac.
Yeah.
You all right?
Oh, I'm fine, just fine. I'm getting $100 from Reader's Digest for the most embarrassing moment of my life.
Let me take a look at this.
Oh, it's all right. Oh, watch it, will you?
Sorry. Ryan.
Ow!
Sorry, Mac.
Pete!
Don't smudge the prints, but I thought you might want to take a look at this. Owen's got it in his office late today.
I'll take it from here, Gordon. Thank you.
This car will cost you $200,000 cash. McBride alone will deliver the money to a telephone booth corner Pico and Howlett. 9 p.m. or else. Well, you like standard police procedures. How do we handle this?
CC puts up the money, I make the drop. What do you want from me?
Griffith, you think that note could be from Mrs. Lear and the two little bears?
It could be from anybody at this point.
Lieutenant, Mac. It's $200,000. That's about $500,000 I've shelled out for that car today.
Well, you could let him blow it up.
No way.
All right, I'm on my way.
Mac, listen now, please. No tricks, okay? Don't get cute. Just pay him off and find the car. There's the key.
Take care of yourself, huh, Mac?
Poor Mr. McBride, I think his pride's hurt worse than his head. He needs a vacation.
The way you guys were arguing, I didn't think you'd be in business today.
You don't have to worry about that, do you, Griffith? Come on, Maggie, let's get back to the office.
Lieutenant, could I see you just a second here, please? You remember the other day you asked me if there was anything familiar in that extortion note?
Yeah, it could be from somebody you know, business rival. Something you recognize in the phrasing.
Yeah, well, that's not in the phrasing, but in the typing. Look at this envelope addressed to me and then compare it with the typing on this note here.
Well, they look like they came from the same typewriter.
That's what I mean.
Well, who sent this?
Look on the back.
McBride Ryan Agency.
Yeah, that's from the report he sent me last week. McBride. I can't believe it.
Oh, I can't believe it either.
It's the truth. Admit it. Admit that there is more honor among thieves than there ever was between cops.
It isn't a matter of honor, it's a matter of duty.
Duty? Is that what you said, duty?
Yeah.
Griffith, you worked with Mac for years, huh?
Yeah.
Well, during that time, he must have stuck his life out on the line for you, right?
Look, Ryan, I got a job to do.
My partner is out there all alone in the middle of the night, risking his life, making the drop. You, however, are standing here safe and sound.
Yeah. Yeah, I got it. Where's the car? Look, I saw them put it in. Now, come on, we're wasting time. All right. All right.
Oh, Pete.
Frame. No money.
Checky's car.
Mm-hmm.
I got warrants for everything, Mac.
You are so stupid, Griffith, I don't believe it. You are
I'm going to lock you and I'll put you in jail and throw the key away.
Go ahead, put me in jail.
Wait, what are you talking? Check the car. Warrants. What is this?
Oh, Mac. The extortion note was typed on your personal machine. You can still read the message on the ribbon. We dusted the note and found your prints.
Well, certainly you'd find my prints all over. This is my office.
Look, you thought it was me until you found out it was 60 miles up the coast when you got the car. What are you talking about?
Lieutenant, we found these under the backseat of his car. It's a 200 grand.
Car? Sure, it's a 200 grand. Don't you see it was planted there? It's a frame. Somebody broke into the office. They came in. They used Mac's typewriter. They typed out the note. It's a frame. It's obvious. Don't you see that?
No, it's not obvious.
It is obvious.
No, it's not obvious to my captain. It's not obvious to the judge. It issued all these warrants.
Well, it's obvious to me.
It's obvious to me. the matter with you?
Those two hooligans, they framed me. And I'll tell you that Owens is in on it. Can't you see? Look, I know Mrs. Lear would like to see you in jail. We can see that in a minute. But you know what the DA's going to say? That you engineered this whole caper and then planned to blame her for a frame-up. Now my hands are tied. Oh, come. Take him outside and read him his rights. You going to arrest me? Mac, what else can I do?
Let's go, Mac.
Get all this stuff, listen.
Mr. Ryan, they can't take Mr. McBride to jail. They made a mistake.
Yeah, they sure did, Maggie. And you know something? It scares the hell out of me.
How can Griffith do this to you? It's a good frame. It's a good frame.
It figures that C.C. Owens was in on it from the beginning. He's the one that sent you off alone in the car when it got ripped off. He must have switched a bag of money on you.
She probably shook him down. Not for money. Maybe for cooperation.
She probably told him that she'd blow up the entire garage full of cars if he didn't play along with it.
Now she's got that Maybach Zeppelin stashed away someplace till after the trial. He spills the truth. She blows it up.
Hey, Mac, I'm not going to kiss you through the screen.
Thank you.
But,
Maggie.
In here, Mr. Ryan.
Hey, Pete. Malcolm, you're out. You all right? Well, the doctor says I should limit my mountain climbing and headstands for a couple of days. Otherwise, I'm a perfect wreck.
you know, you almost got killed out there, and I'm sorry about that, but there was a mix-up in communications and...
Hey, it's not your fault, huh? Maggie told me what was happening. The only thing is Mr. McBride's in jail. The car's still missing. It seems like the whole thing was for nothing. Unless, of course, you still have the 200 grand stashed away somewhere safe.
Malcolm, would you stop talking like that?
Maggie, it's what they call foxhole humor. Right, Pete? So listen, if you want to steal another one of those Maybach Hindenburgs, I'll bet you all the way. See how I make them laugh, Maggie? Shh, there's another mortar round coming in. Somebody save me. Hey, Pete, if I offended you, I'm sorry. It's just my way, man. You know
didn't
that.
offend me. You didn't offend me. You inspired me.
You're kidding. God, you never inspired me.
What do you mean inspired?
The part about stealing another one of those cars. That's a terrific idea, Malcolm.
Then you're going to end up in jail. He's in jail, and I'm out of a job.
So what? You can commute between here and San Quentin.
Another Maybach Zeppelin. I like it. I really like that.
Oh, so you sold your Zeppelin. When was it sold? Uh-huh. Oh, okay, thank you. A dealer in London sold a Maybach Zeppelin 12 years ago to the chief of police in Saigon. Guess where it is now?
Probably in a People's Museum as an example of the decadence of Western culture. Maggie, how are you? Oh, careful of a glass.
I'm sorry, you're out.
On bail. How do you feel?
Fine, thank you.
Yeah, well, that was rough, huh?
A little hairy.
Well, you're out of your class. What's all this feverish activity?
Oh, we're locating another Maybach Zeppelin.
Another one?
Yep.
Hey, Mac.
Yeah, Pete.
Well, how was one night in the tank?
Oh, great, great. I see what you mean. What's about this other car? What's this about?
I got this idea.
Huh?
Well, C.C. Owens is never going to admit to being in on the frame as long as Mama Lear has got his Maybach Zeppelin stashed away someplace.
Uh-huh.
Well, I had lunch with Griffith, and he told me that they have a tail on Mama Lear and the boys night and day. Now, if we could trick her into leading us to where the car is, we've got her.
Oh, come on. There's no way. They'd be crazy to go to the car, even to check it out.
We are going to make her check it out.
How?
We are going to make her check it out if we can find another Maybach Zeppelin someplace on the West Coast. That's what we got to do.
Oh, yeah, a lot of those around all over the... Hey, I remember seeing a picture Some years ago, Vivian Nigel, the old silent screen star, had one. Maybe she still got it. Idol of mine when I was a kid.
I tell you what you do. You go up there and see if you can borrow the car from her.
Me? How would I do that?
Just go over there and ask her. That's what you do. You ask her if you can borrow the car for a little while, and if you can do it, call me the minute you find out.
What are you going to do with her car?
Just trust me, will you, Mac? Trust me, okay?
Trust you? Here we go again.
Now, Maggie, if Mac does get the car, I'm going to need you.
What?
Well, you remember in the hospital when Mama Lear was going on about all that gypsy stuff and that thing about being stubborn? And
yeah?
The lady is superstitious.
Yeah?
So superstitions are a con man's gold mine.
Huh.
Private investigator, Mr. McBride.
Yes, ma'am. Here, I brought these. I cut these from my own garden. I grow irises, you know.
Oh, how lovely. Oh, thank you so much.
I hope you like them.
Oh, I love them. Just put them down there.
Thank you. You know, this is quite a moment for me, because it was one of your pictures that got me interested in police work.
Follow Those Men, 1929. Many policemen have written to me over the years telling me the same thing.
Is that so? You know, I remember the very scene that... Remember when the detective came and rescued you from just before the water was going over your head? I said, oh, that's what I want to be, a detective like that, you know.
Now, what in the world are you here for?
How can I explain this? Some years ago, I read that your husband had presented you with a Maybach Zeppelin car. Do you still have that car?
My dear young man, I have everything Vance ever gave me. It's in one of the garages, probably a little the worse for wear. Why?
In order to save an innocent man from going to prison, do you suppose I could borrow that car for a couple of days and, paint it green?
My dear, every Maybach sold in this country was painted exactly the same green with exactly the same trim.
Genius, my boys. Sheer genius.
Mrs. Lear, please.
Yeah, come on in.
Ryan, what do you want?
Nothing very much, Mrs. Lear. Just a little something of yours. Miss Kosakuro.
The blue needle in the red ball will be fine.
Hey, what are you up to, pal?
Yeah, hey, you want me to get rid of this guy?
Please, please, gentlemen. A moment of silence for Miss Kosakuro.
Thank you.
What's this all about?
I know that you have the Maybach Zeppelin hidden somewhere. And I know that there's no way to find it.
No normal way.
Miss Kosakuro is a psychic. She takes something of yours, holds it, feels the vibrations.
We go. I know where it is hidden.
Well, that's all there is to it. The next time I see you, we'll be in court. Miss Kosakuro, thank you very much.
What the hell was that?
that nonsense?
I'm not so sure it was nonsense.
Oh, Mom, come on. There's no way they're going to find that car with a knitting needle.
How'd you do?
Maggie, she was terrific. Yeah. Is the car ready?
Take a look out the window.
Fantastic. Yeah. Fantastic. Get Mr. Owens on the telephone.
You know, I've been working on that thing for hours. Wax job, tune-ups, the works.
Well, you did a beautiful job, I'll tell you that.
You're not going to get many miles on those old tires.
We're only going to need a few miles, Mac.
CC.
Mr. Owens? Pete Ryan.
Yes, Ryan.
Due to the miracle of psychic powers, we've been able to retrieve your Maybach Zeppelin in perfect condition.
What?
Yes, that's right, sir. I would say that within an hour, we can drop it by. Mm-hmm. Yeah, bye.
Yeah, this is Owens. What is going on with the car now? Ryan just called me and said he's bringing it over here.
He used psychic powers and it worked? Nate, get the car, will you? We're going over to Owen's house.
Are you? I don't believe it.
It's true. They found it.
In a garage in Altadena with a knitting needle?
That's impossible.
Let's check it out, Mom.
Is it all right?
Yes, it's in good shape. No, you can't have it just yet. The police are still looking over it here.
They've taken Mrs. Lear's prints off the doors, Mr. Owens. That's the end of that bunch.
Good.
That is everybody but you.
What do you mean?
CC, you were a party to a felony. You committed extortion.
What can I say? I just didn't want to be responsible for the destruction of that car. I'm sorry.
Responsible for the destruction of the car? Do you have any idea what would have happened to Mac? And you know what would have happened if he'd have gone to prison? They'd have killed him up there. What are you talking about? The destruction of the car.
Peter, take it easy.
I don't have to take it easy. They would have killed him. Do you understand that? They would have knifed him.
I don't want to press charges.
What do you mean you don't want to press charges? I'll tell you what we want from you.
He was under a lot of heat.
I don't care how much heat he was under. Now listen to me. What we want from you is a signed confession saying that you were involved with this scheme.
You give us a full signed confession implicating the Lears, describing the whole thing, and I won't sign a complaint.
You got it.
Squid.
Chopped up squid.
Doesn't look touched to me, Mom.
Open it.
Hey, what's going on?
This is weird. I don't believe it.
Hold it! Cuff 'em, boys. Well, well, well. How are we ever going to explain this one?
It was McBride, wasn't it?
But look at it this way. At least he kept the whole family together. Take him away.
love a family picture, don't you?
No, not that family. Not in the least.
Well, 3 more Lears in jail and Mr. McBride cleared of all charges? Good heavens! I think this calls for another bottle of the bubbly. The only thing is where I put the champagne.
Oh, quick, give me your bracelet.
What?
Just give me your bracelet. Sorry. Ah, I see it clearly now. That bottle of champagne is in the top drawer of the black cabinet on your left.
Oh, and it's still cold. How did you manage that?
She's a psychic, Malcolm.
Actually, I am psychic, Mr. Ryan. You know when I picked up that needle of Mrs. Lear's? I knew where that car was.
Oh, really, Maggie?
Sure did.
Well, if that was the case, then why did you make us go to all of this trouble?
Well, you make me a partner, and I'll tell you next time. Snacks?
Hey, please, yeah. Clams.
Mac. Squid. Chopped up squid.